Now, if you're not a reader such as myself, you may see this as a throwaway episode. What's the significance of this episode? Like, really, And the truth is, there's not much. It's only a setting up towards. You see the characters in this episode, and so far nothing serious happened. We had some melancholy moments, but nothing truly major that happens. But however, every journey and meeting you see on this path has a meaning to it. Especially the two characters you see in the show. One is the guy who has the tiger Katawara inside of him. The tiger Katawara, we already see the guy with the dragon, so of course you see the tiger, crouching tiger, hidden dragon, that entire thing, yes, it's that. And then the second one, you see another guy who's also out there them as well. These two are pretty much the main role characters you will see in recurring in the first arc. One in continuing arcs and one mainly just in the first arc. I'm not saying who, but that's just how it is. First one, it was just a fun off. We have more information about the tiger and the dragon hunters. Pretty much their rivals, wherever the tiger goes, wherever the dragon goes, the tiger follows. They pretty much compete with each other. More like the tiger follows the dragon around, trying to become strong, just as strong as the dragon. And through that, he became a very powerful but yet fun-loving guy. He seemed to be a cool guy to hang out with. Of course, I probably can't drink as much alcohol as he can, and I would totally lose in the drinking contest. But he hangs out with monkeys. And the monkeys seem to make very, very good alcohol. And this has been a while since I've seen this kind of folk legend in Japan, where you'll see a monkey warily carrying a big case of sake down the road. And it's supposed to be a rarity. And when you do talk to it and make friends of it, it'll take you to its area, and all you will have is drinking party. You're just drinking, having a good time, talking about your woes, your laughs, all that stuff. And you wake up sometimes wondering if it was even real in the first place. So this kind of thing I haven't seen in a long time in Japanese fiction storytelling. Usually, always beer now these days in Japan, and some sake. But is always in a hot bath or spring scenery. It's never ever with the monkeys. So seeing that pop up again, which is like a forgotten kind of thing that used to be in Japanese fiction writing, was nice to see again. But anyways, the first one was just more info dump on about our characters that our journey will be facing, and that's pretty much the tiger and the dragon Katawara. Pretty much will be said to be some of the strongest opponents that our characters will face down the road. The second one is learning more about Tama herself. Seeing that before she met Jinkan, she had someone else she was with, and he pretty much taught her the joys of humanity in a way. Probably why she has that inspiration to do good deeds and paying it forward all the time. Because of that, this dude passed away, and it hurt, and therefore she met someone she could relate to, a Katawara that was guarding a village that was not allowed to move through the passage of time. Thanks to her breaking through the barrier, she was able to understand why she did it. Pretty much, a sad part is that there were a lot of dying villages back in the day, and most of the times people wouldn't realize the villages died out months and even sometimes years, because the people will really go out to those villages, especially the insignificant ones, very small ones, to get not much attention to detail. You see, back in the day, it was really every person for himself. Even when they look out for each other, no other bigger community would really check on them. They would let them just be out there by themselves, and something terrible could totally happen to them. And it would happen months or even 1 or 2 years from now, and they won't even know it because they won't check. And one day they're passing by, and it's like, oh, what happened here? And you'll see a village that's probably abandoned, or there's tons of dead corpses everywhere. That's how it usually was back then. And it kind of is like that now in some places. Believe it or not, there are some abandoned cities here in the USA. A lot of them, actually. Businesses ran out, evil corporals took over and dumped all their junk everywhere, and people were forced to move, or with some radiation incident. It carries. and stuff, where people just have to leave a village. Now, this thing was created in order to keep the passage of time within this village, and didn't want to move on. Also knowing that Tama herself had hurt. So it says, we have the same feeling, so why not stay here with me where you won't ever feel it again? But she showed that the passage of time is very important and precious. You move on so you can keep the memories of that person that you lost, and you cherish them as long as you live yourself. You live for that person that you lost. Carry on their memories, remembering the things that you've done with them and the values that you have learned as well. So therefore you can become a better person and spread that information as well to others. So that's pretty much what she learned from the passage of time. Her being a Katawara herself, she will live for a very long time, and people around her will eventually die. So she knows she's going to go through the same cycle over and over again as long as she remains herself attached to mortals. But she is okay with that. She will cry when it happens, but she will still continue on because she still values their friendship, showing a beautiful part about it. Meanwhile, Jinka didn't have much significant role in this episode at all, besides him passing out by only 2 drinks because he's not a good drinker at all, and him trying to be more independent. Him trying to at least fight some enemies without using Tama's blood. In a way, he wants to prove that, he can be strong on his own, but at the end of the day, he is still just human, despite the technique he has learned. This is why he truly wants to become a fully fledged Katawara, in a way, where he doesn't have to rely on his power. He can do it just for himself. That's pretty much what he wants, which is understandable. So yeah, they have reached their next destination, and they've seen a very interesting Katawara, which I'm looking forward to because a very, very important arc hits here. A very turning point, I would say. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This is the Madcrownxox. I'm Anime. Signing out.